If you clicked on this video expecting some 2016 Leafy level Dunkaroos, you're thoroughly mistaken. On the WestJett community, we support positivity and good vibes.
Baba Booey.
WestJett.
What is up, ninja blenders and registered sex offenders? WestJett 6'5", radiant Venezuelan trillionaire here, and today we're going to be talking about Jollz, the gothic metaphorical cringe. Oh, and literally 0% of you are subscribed, so be sure to subscribe. Yeah. If for some reason you don't know who Jollz is, you're living under a rock, Patrick Star, Dwayne Johnson, it's alright. Essentially, he's a guy who makes Valorant coaching videos and is also known for smurfing. Recently, he's been getting dunked for his, quote, absurdly high prices on coaching, and people are, like, genuinely pissed off because they say he doesn't offer as, effective of advice as some free videos do. But I'm not going to be talking about any of that. So this might come shocking to a lot of you, but I think a lot of the hate that goes towards Jollz is a little bit unwarranted. In this video, I'm going to be operating mostly off of good faith.
I love black people.
I feel like it's gone a little overboard and he's getting roasted for stuff he shouldn't be roasted for. Regardless, let's get into it.
Mods.
World domination. Jollz has this gimmick he calls world domination, and it basically implies he's about to Fusi 2 blow up and become the next, like, big superstar. No homo, Jollz pretty attractive guy, which means a lot of his audience inherently is gonna be women. I'm not even gonna mention the gay baiting he does with Flexinja. I'm pretty sure he isn't gay, but he just sort of does it because it gets some impressions, I guess. I don't know. And I sure as hell ain't gonna judge a dude for painting his nails. I feel like you're much weirder if you're, like, super obsessed with him doing it. I don't care. He could do anything he wants to his body. That doesn't affect me. If the world consisted of 15-year-old girls, Jollz would already be dominating, and that sounds really bad. And because of how closely Jollz is associated with the whole normie e-dating side of Valorant, the $150 price tag doesn't actually sound that high. You feel me? Jollz never claimed to be some sort of super iconic Thanos-level coach. I'm pretty sure he never said that. He's basically just charging people for his time, and quite frankly, I'd charge double, triple that. And now that I'm essentially done D1 glazing, let's react to some Jollz cringe, because, there's quite a bit.
Knife only ace clutch.
Dog is straight up cyberbullying a dad who just came home from work after, like, working on the rig. This is crazy.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
Bro is unironically 10mg Adderall XR dialed in while smurfing. I can't. So then, as you expect, he uses his Radiant Coach game sense and absolutely obliterates some irons and then pogs at it. Maybe that's what he meant by domination. He's dominating the low elo. Anyhow, boys, I'm here with another bit of a conundrum. This is sort of like a Willius Goodwill Hunting story part 2. Jollz used to be an engineer at NASA, and now he streams Valorant, so, at least we can thank Jollz that he doesn't remind us of the NASA thing every other time and make TikToks like this.
How a former NASA engineer smurfs in iron.
And yes, you could steal that video idea. I personally think it's a banger. And the fact that he doesn't feel a need to remind everyone he's always in NASA makes it kind of hard to critique him. Jollz seems to be like a pretty down-to-earth guy, but smurfing is unforgivable.
I am doing a knife-only challenge to gold. We will be using the Oni 2.0 sword for the entirety of the challenge.
Gold 2 Polish kid watching is literally wiping the tears off his eyes as we speak. See, now, smurfing's one thing, but this is a whole other level of messed up, Jollz.
How's your GF? Oh, she's doing good. You guys want to see my girlfriend? Come on, babe. Girlfriend reveal. Come on, babe. Don't be shy. Oh, come on. You're such a silly goose. You're such a silly goose, babe.
When you post this kind of degenerate stuff, you already know what kind of losers it's gonna attract. Obviously, it's ironic, and he knows that. So yes, once again, $150 per match sounds reasonable. Make it $1,500, please. My audience is incels. Joll's audience is incels. I don't really believe that, but I saw the joke and it was funny as hell.
These are the nails. For when I'm your mom.
See, personally, your mom jokes would hit harder if you weren't literally the same age as my mom. Also, bro's such a fat, he was born one day after me.
With these nails, if they get hot or my fingers get hot, they turn pink. So later tonight, we're gonna test that theory with your mom.
Shut up, Jollz. My mom is a wholesome woman. She's loyal to my father. And I'm not dissing any preferences. If I was 30, the only options I'd have are probably moms as well. Not gonna lie.
You have good taste, my friend.
Hey, Chamber. Hey, Singer. Wanna come over?
That's just Jollz getting ready to smurf an iron. NRG, low-key, gold mine for Cringe. It's insane. They forced Jollz to do this, and my real-life friends are just sending these videos to me because they know I play Valorant, and they're literally bullying me. Ryan P. Cameron just and replies with a skull. This is ridiculous.
Welcome back to Valorant Pickup Lines. Jollz told me that there were 2A short, but he was wrong, because it looks like you two belong with me.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Are you guys my favorite phantom? Because you only belong to me.
A short belong.
So wait, so I won?
Yeah.
This guy was cooking, though. Once again, I repeat, there is no such thing as Valorant Riz. The only Riz you're gonna get is a Riz restraining order and possibly life in prison without parole. It's disastrous. And not gonna lie, if this video hits 10,000 likes, I will dedicate a full video on the NRG Instagram and YouTube shorts. They're worse than you really think. The cult of Cringe, NRG gaming. Now, a lot of people might say I'm jealous of Jollz, which, you know, is true. He's a very attractive man. But people tell me all the time that I look like Pop Smoke, and you know, quite frankly, I see the resemblance and I resonate with the lyrics.
I ain't a pretty boy, but I ain't ugly.
Albeit, a lot of the stuff that Jollz does isn't for me or my audience per se, but you know, I have to literally be reaching at straws to hate on the guy. I couldn't care less about what cosplays he does, and I personally don't think he's causing any harm to the community or, you know, being kind of a tool, so yeah. Sure, $150 a match is insane, and in my opinion, I would never buy that. Then again, I wouldn't spend a goddamn penny on a Valorant coaching session or watch even a YouTube video about it. You're literally pocket watching somebody else. It's weird. Like, who cares about another dude's money? I don't understand this. And not gonna lie, personally, I think that some people just want to talk to Jollz. Why do you care how much money they spend? They want to be a part of the content, they want to be a part of the community, and you know, that's cool. Cool by me. Let's say hypothetically you super chatted me $100 and sent me your Discord. I would add you and talk to you. If somebody actually does it, that's crazy. That's the one part about Jollz that I don't necessarily agree with, but personally I think smurfing content is incredibly cringe, and like making a knife compilation destroying shitters, it's not exactly my cup of tea. I feel like you gotta be sort of insecure in the head anyway to enjoy smurfing content. How is that interesting in any way? Personally, the concept of the knife challenge is a good idea in my opinion, but it's still ruining the game for the players. If your team loses, you're throwing for your team, and if you win, you're basically ruining the game for the enemy. And not gonna lie, we all know Riot Games is a stupid company and they're wishy-washy with their TOS. They support certain creators that smurf when it's clearly against their own terms of service, and honestly, I think Jollz needs to sort of own up to it and stop making excuses, sort of like Keo did, because what Keo did made me respect him a lot and understand where he was coming from. And I mean that as a content creator. As a friend, Keo's addicted to coke.
Let's go! 'Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away, baby.